What if I told you that devs created an anti-piracy that backfired so hard it attacked their own players? So last week I made some jokes about the pirates, and wow, some of you went full keyboard warrior on me, but it was totally valid. So today I'm not going to be picking on the pirates. Instead, I'm picking on the devs who were trying to stop the pirates so hard that they ended up turning their own paying customers into collateral damage. So let's dive into the least successful villain arc of all time. Just like now, back in the day, studios were obsessed with trying to stop pirates. You know, codes and manuals and secret passwords and all that kind of stuff. You know the drill. But one company ended up saying, let's get fancy. We're going to invent something called the lens lock. So this wasn't a code name for like a piece of paper. This was actually a physical lens that they invented that you were supposed to hold up to your TV so you could see what the password was. But here's the kicker. There could be thousands of styles of lenses that could be made, and each one would actually distort the TV in a different way to show different passwords. And if a pirate got their hands on one, it didn't help them to figure out all the other types of lenses that were being used. Genius, right? But there was a small problem. You needed to have a very specific TV size. If your TV was too big, then the password would just be blurry. And if it was too small, congratulations, you're just looking at a bunch of hieroglyphics. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is the fact that there were hundreds of lenses, which meant there were hundreds of different passwords, and the employees that they hired weren't keeping track. So there was a big mix-up on what lenses went with what game. So just imagine, you spend weeks saving up your allowance to be able to buy that game, and once you get it home, you pop it into your machine only to realize that your game doesn't work because the lens you have belongs to that guy's copy of the game. Oh, and the pirates? Yeah, they just did what they always do. They just cracked the game and they were able to play it. And the legit players, well, they ended up with a $60 coaster. So let's recap. After devs spent months trying to get James Bond level security, they ended up locking out the paying customers, and pirates just continued to brute force their way in. That's like making a moat to go around your castle, except the people you're trying to keep safe don't know how to swim, and the people trying to break in do. And don't even get me started on the warehouse, because you know that the reason this all happened is because they were just throwing lenses in whatever box they wanted, and it's probably because they were underpaid, like pretty much everybody else who works in the gaming industry. So developers, next time you come up with a quirky new anti-piracy method, don't forget that the real problem is poor planning, corporate greed, and hiring people that are underpaid. All right, for us old farts, if you ever had an actual decoder ring, drop a pirate flag in the comments. And to the pirates who are mad about the joke that I made last week, I thought pirates were supposed to be tougher than that.